Hey everyone, this week we've got a couple specialized off-road vehicles. This first one is a Meyers Manx. You might just know it as a Dune Buggy, but it's really called a Meyers Manx. That's the guy who invented it. Conceptually, a Dune Buggy was really just a rebodied Volkswagen Beetle. This is kind of a neat piece. This is the first one I've really seen in 1:18 scale. And this is by a brand I don't normally collect. I think it's a French company called Solido. Solido's been around for quite a few decades, and they did kind of average quality mass-produced stuff, probably on the similar level to a Barago. But the past year and a half, Solido's been back with a vengeance. They've been doing a lot of content, and their releases have been very good quality, especially for the money. They re-released the E30 M3, the E36 M3 cars that you've known for years by like UT, for about $30 to $40 retail US, and they're pretty good. This, of course, there are no opening parts, but there are no opening parts in the real car. On the wheels, you'll notice there's a two-tone finish of a silver center with a polished lip. That's a nice detail. On the engine, you've got very good painted details. You've got hoses, you've got ignition wires. I mean, this is pretty good for... this retails closer to $50. I think I paid $30 on American Excellence, and again, at that price, I'm not mad at it. This is Diecast, steering wheels, and again, this is pretty good. So, a brand I might not normally look for gave me unique content at a very good price with a metal body. Packaging, it's a kind of a classic window box, similar to like a Norev. Nothing fancy, nothing special. Correlates to their price point. Up next is a Ford Bronco. This is by Acme. And similar, this is a mostly sealed die-cast body. We do have a swing-out spare tire. We have a plastic removable roof. And the trunk does open, so at least you get a little bit of opening content with your die-cast. Paintwork is decent. Mine came with one little flaw on the roof right there. Not much to talk about. Underbody detail is actually pretty good for a sealed die-cast. This is marked 01129. It says it's a limited edition of one of 714. As you know, the Ford Bronco is reappearing, I think, a little bit later this year. I have a vested interest that it does well, based on my employer. These early first gens were pretty neat. And again, this is neat subject matter. I know Greenlight is doing a lot of these. This I just thought was one of the better configurations and colors. Retail for this is probably about $89, $99, something like that. I got it on eBay for $56, so pretty content with it. Interior detail is pretty good. Again, there's no carpeting, but there wouldn't be carpeting in this anyway. Dash details are a little basic. Would be nice if the buttons were a little more of a painted separate detail, but again, it's pretty nice for at least what I paid. No complaints. Packaging, sealed, full color box with a styro insert, typical of my Acme releases. That's it for this week. Sorry I missed you guys last week. It was a holiday vacation, and my project car in Florida was finally finished up, so I drove it a few thousand miles. I think I'll take some videos of my real car collection. Some of you guys like to leave comments that assume I've got boring, Toyota Corollas in the garage, and I very much do not. So maybe one of these days, just for fun, you'll get to see my one-to-one cars. Tune in next week. Like and subscribe, and have a good one.